was the night before Christmas. I was at my parents' house. We were hanging up stockings and bringing presents out. It was getting late and we still had lots to do. We had to make sure we were ready for Santa to pull through. Putting out milk and cookies, having another look around. That Bone Thug shoot 'em up playing in the background. We weren't messing around, cleaning up and doing dishes. We had cookies and pastries and pies. The house smelled so delicious. You know, none of it was nutritious, but it tasted something vicious. All the tasty things you could want or even have on your wish list. You know that we could dish it. If there's one thing I know in this whole entire world, it's that the Barnes crew comes with it. We're simply just that wicked. And so I had a big plate, it was filled up with food. It was all real good, but put me in a sleepy mood. I was headed for bed when I heard a loud boom. It sounded kinda like a crash on top of the roof. And so we went out and had a look. Pops got out the ladder and went up to see what was afoot. He was kinda shook. There was a bright red light. It seemed to be coming from the reindeer. And there was old Saint Nick grumbling beside his sleigh gear. He asked what's up. Santa replied that he was out of luck. He's missing a part and without it he was stuck. Pop said, "Aw shucks, I probably got one in the shed. Heck, I probably even got 10. Why don't we climb down and we can have a look around? Your deer can wait up here. It's best the sleigh don't touch the ground. I really don't wanna stress you further, but there's been some naughty people taking catalytic converters. It'll be alright, I've got my headlight. It'll take us just a minute before you know it will be finished." And so they searched the sheds high and low, but it seemed no use until they checked the bin covered up with snow. Wouldn't you know, the last place you always check. Just then I heard a rumble by the deck. What could it be? Maybe raccoons or crazy cats. We better go look and see where the ruckus is at. Suddenly I saw a movement, but by the driveway. It was both of my kids leaving the compound looking smiley. What were they up to? And then we heard a booming scream. They disappeared as Santa called out for his team. They were all gone, none of them were left in sight. Not a single reindeer, even the one whose nose shone bright. Where could they be? He fumed in a hysteria. I said, "I'm sorry Santa, there's been a cougar in the area. But don't freak out, I think I know what we can do. We have some res cats, and with some magic they can help you. Call on Merlin, Tipsy and Baghdad, Jaeger and Fluffy, these aren't your average stray cats. Chow mein, and yo, we can't forget Chopper. We need all paws on deck to get this done proper. And a shout out to the kitties who are gone. We'll see you again, and until then we carry on." But that leaves one more harness left to fill up the pack. So I quickly swoop uptown and scoop up Penny the cat. Now they are ready with a sprinkle of some husk husk. They fly into the sky like Peter Pan with his fairy dust. And so I make my way inside, and very much to my surprise, everyone is wide awake, filling up plates with gravy and steak. It took a minute and my mother's grin for me to figure. It appears that this year we're having roasted reindeer ribs for dinner. I should have known, I bet Santa never comes back. But I'm not sure there's much that I can do about that. I guess I'll dish up and save a plate for someone special. And that's why there's no reindeer in the Okanagan, or at least I guess so.